This season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Come on.
This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play
Guess what?
for the
I still gotta play
championship
defense
next
as well.
Monday night
This
in
is so
Santa Clara.
dumb,
We are underway from Arlington with the national playoff semifinal.
It was absolutely horrible. This is unacceptable.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ferguson, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you
so
want to establish
stupid. Already
this
won this
caliber
game.
runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And right away, he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Now, here's the thing.
Field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score.
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up.
I should not have to play this.
Punch in the end zone without turning it over.
11 yards there.
I won this
down.
game. I already won this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ferguson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I already won this
Every
game.
offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
For number 15.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense.
You're
It looks
EA.
like it's
You're a
open
bunch
for
of
possibilities, but they did a
Know
nice
that?
job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Airing one out deep for Holmes
There you
here.
go.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
Bye-bye.
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know
It's better than turnover.
the punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Ferguson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw.
Fourth down.
Misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw on 1st down.
Wow,
there,
dude, what?
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
There we go.
Talk about a play that absolutely
I can't believe
costs you in the
play the
end.
same
Just
game
trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right?
I swear to God.
Who can stand up and make
God,
a
if it's
play.
crap,
It's only a
I still
3-yard
gotta play the
run.
whole-
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up and do it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
That is just
A great effort there. 37 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Whoa, what was
I'm not
that
sure
football
how much
doing?
Everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistent.
Nope.
And the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But
wait, you got first down?
When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
17-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter.
I'm annoyed because I gotta play the same game over again. I want to progress the story, but Madden won't let me.
On the carry, it's Ferguson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. It is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Kelly. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pulled in by Fotf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That's good for another LSU first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And run that clock down.
On first down, Kelly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to
get that clock down.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Kelly. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Keller, and he'll take it into the end zone for
Wait, is that touchdown?
a great play there.
Oh, I guess it is.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he's going
Oh, yes.
in the backfield.
Get down to the ground.
Not halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough.
Oh,
this,
no,
this
don't call
defense
timeout.
just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And Cameron has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 3rd down, Barrett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barrett. And Anderson's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 12. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Stop calling these timeouts.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Barrett. And this is Simpson with a catch. LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now, they're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
LSU takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
22-yard line.
Already too often in this game, we've seen him break runs to the second and the third level, and I think this defense has been way too focused on their passing game. At some point, they've got to understand that the running game is hurting them as well. That last run, that bit them again.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll give them a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, Brandon, I don't think they're making any secret of what they want to do right now. They want to control the clock, keep the ball away from the other team. You just wonder, did they start to shut it down a little bit too early? I think what they're counting on, though, if they continue to move the ball and get significant gains, their energy will stay high, and they won't go into hiding too quickly.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. All
Very
runs
nice.
on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing
Once the
this
clock
game
hits
now
0,
at their pace. This is ball
when it should
control
stay.
football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a quick shot to his tight end.
No,
He gets
that's
us
tough to
down
block,
inside
though.
the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's not,
So they'll come up first and
I think
10
I slipped
now
out of
from
bounds.
the 33. They'll run with Kelly. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
yeah, I really don't care.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Because I already
second and 9.
played this game. Already won.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game.
Let's get the
I don't
first
see why
down,
that
so
trend
we
would change now. He's got his man, Avon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half
watch the clock
just being
here.
torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there. Because
Stupid.
in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. With the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Here's a first and 10, Oregon. From the pistol, Ferguson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Operating from the gun. Barrett throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
Get down to the ground.
And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oregon's punter out on the field as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll look to set up his blockers. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there.
This is not even last game.
Repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pass it. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. Mason Thibodeau, 49 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Continue eating that clock, dude. Continue eating that clock.
Throwing again on second down. Barrett under pressure, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage.
Return
and just
middle.
like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38.
Block him!
Nice work on the return as he gets
He was just
about
walking
15
behind them.
yards back.
You could have easily blocked him.
Have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Kelly. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that takes us from second to third down.
I got to pass to get the first down so I can continue to the clock.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
7-yard line.
LSU with a first and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. 38-yard line, second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Right back to Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on third and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shedding through the defense. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Oh, what were they thinking? This is completely unacceptable.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And caught by Cameron right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking left side, he's got it.
No, he went out of bounds.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Barrett. Looking left side.
Oh,
He's
my
got him
God.
in. It's Burgess. And he'll be brought
Oh,
down
did you
right
see
at the
that?
45-yard line.
I was this close.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line. Today's final.
So on the strength of 2 touchdown passes, courtesy
Okay.
of their junior quarterback, the